Okay. So, hey everyone. This is Grainne Fletcher. I want to welcome you on this evening's chat. As me and Karen said, it's just sitting around. I've had my cup of tea, got my water now. We're just sitting around, a few of us just basically sharing stories and just sharing what's really worked for us and where we see a light at the end of the tunnel. I think both of us just had a quick chat then, and we're seeing the light, and it's exciting and it's bringing joy to us. So I'll jump in with my intro. This is me. My name is Grainne. I'm Irish, but I've lived in Australia now for 35 years. Um, and I live here on the Sunshine Coast. So I want to just share with you why I am so passionate. I've been with the company 9 years, and I've loved every one of our products. As someone said, "Oh, your hair's really gone long." I take collagen. I do our hair care. My skin, I do our skin care. And Pro Tandem, I have never gone a day without it. But what has really got me excited is GLP, because I don't know who out there is in their 50s or has struggled with their weight, but I have more or less struggled all my life with my weight. Anyone who's Irish, we've always had half a stone, about 3 kilos that you could lose. But back in 2020, I was at Dr. Gail Pearson's beach shack, their family beach shack. I was like, who's got a beach shack like this? And I just kind of did a jokey kind of, and I was feeling good. I was at the gym every day. My weight was 65 kilos. I'm happy at that stage. And that was me. And then menopause and trauma. Don't ever think that trauma and cortisol stress doesn't put on weight. That combined with menopause, um, I ended up putting on 20 kilos, changing nothing of my life, only that had happened to me. I wasn't increasing my eating. Actually, one day I just thought, screw it. And I got a big tub of ice cream because I thought, I'm huge anyway. I may as well eat something now, because I didn't even know whose body this was. And this was again with Gail, um, 2023. So just 2 years ago. And I remember that day I was putting on my shoes because it was winter, and I was putting up my shoe and I couldn't tie my shoelace with my stomach. And I just was like, what has happened to me? And I had to use a chair to put my shoe up to actually tie it. And I thought, I don't even know whose body this is. So fast forward, I went on everything: Mounjaro, Saxenda, uh, Ozempic, compounded, whatever I could get my hands on to try and get back me again. Was at Pilates 10 times a week. And yes, I did lose some, but then the GLP came out. And for me, my story is a little bit different to other people, because I didn't realize my GLP production, because I was on all the synthetics, had just gone way back here, way back. And it took my body a little bit while, but I trusted this company. I've been with them for 9 years. I trusted seeing all my friends losing weight, and I thought, it's just going to take me that little bit longer. They said it's going to take you about 3 or 4 months to get your gut back working the way that it should. And I want to show you who takes a picture on their last day of a holiday in Europe. I came out in my swimmers to go to the sauna, and Patricia Barman said, "Girl, we need to take that photo and you need to be our pinup." And I just jumped up on the windowsill, because it was this huge windowsill in Torquay. And I just took a photo, and it brought me back to remember the old me in 2020. And it was like, oh my gosh. And she's like, we're going down the beach and we're taking photos. Everyone in Torquay's beeping horns. And do you know what? I just didn't care, because I got back me finally, the confidence that I had, and the old me fitting into clothes and things like that. So I want to shout this from the rooftops. I want everyone to feel as amazing as how I'm feeling. I want, and that's me. I'm an Irish person. I'll talk to anyone on the street. I tell them every movie. So why don't I tell them about a product and get paid for it? It's a win-win. And that's why I love this industry and why I fell in love with it and fell in love with this company 9 years ago. Because all I was told was, you just got to share your story. And I thought, is that it? I love talking to people. I love people. That is a prerequisite to this industry. You must like people and genuinely care about people. Do not try and sell anything. If you try and sell something, it'll be a disaster. Just love on people. And if you talk from the heart and you are genuine, and I am a genuine person, I won't lie because of him upstairs. He's with me all the time. I won't tell a lie to people. But this company is what it says it is. I have gone through everything. I've been on their executive board now in Australia for 9 years. I founded New Zealand. I've been there looking at the nooks and cranny, and they are debt-free. We're publicly traded. You know, it's a global organization. They changed our business model 3 years ago so that we can have a legacy business. And now we have an affiliate program, which if you've got a business with lots of customers, you can just do this. You don't have to do any team or anything like that. You can just have a QR code, have a business card, and people can just buy from your shop. They buy from your shop anyway, your shampoos or your beauty products, or if you're in a chiropractor's, you might have magnesium. This is just another product that you would just end up sharing, which is going to benefit your customers. You're actually giving them something extra. So we have a ton of products out there, absolutely phenomenal. And the main thing we say is we take it to make it. Why would you actually want to just supplement your body? All you're going to get is expensive whey. Being honest, that's all it is expensive whey. We take back control of our bodies, and Protandim takes back control of your body so you make your own antioxidants by the trillions. One little yellow pill and your body is switched on by the trillions, making its own antioxidants, which is anti-aging. We take collagen to make our own collagen, and now we have Mind Body, which activates our own GLP production. And we just found out on Saturday that it increases our new study by 200%. You increase GLP production. It's incredible. These are some of the amazing before and after photos from collagen. Axio is our energy. People just look better. I know I should have put up my picture of me when I was 47 when I joined this company. I look 10 years younger now than I did then. I look like an old prune because I'm Irish and I love the sun. But this is the new era of activation. We're taking everything to make it. And what have we got now, which is just launched into Australia, New Zealand, and Europe? Last Saturday is GLP, Mind Body. So what is GLP-1? You've all heard of the injectables. Well, that's a synthetic GLP-1. So that artificially puts in a synthetic. What we do is we activate your own body's production of GLP. And now we know it's 200%. So that it can now start the whole brain gut axis, telling your brain that you're no longer hungry, that you're full. It reduces curb cravings. It activates your blood sugar rate, regulates your blood sugar levels. It helps with your heart. It helps with your brain. The amount of people that have come to me about GLP-1 who have got issues going on, saying, I've been watching a Dr. Guru in America and he said that this is what's needed. So GLP-1 is the most phenomenal peptide hormone that is out there because it activates your GLP-2 and that activates your akasmansia, and that's a whole other game altogether. That takes it to a whole other level. You're healing leaky guts and all sorts. So this was the study that was done in America, and we're going to have our study starting next Sunday, a tour around all of Australia and New Zealand with the formulator of Mind Body. So she's coming to give us our results of our international formula. So at the moment, what we know is the Americans, and I think ours could be better, just saying, they had an increase of 140% in GLP-1. They lost 4 kilos on average in 8 weeks. Now, this is very careful. watching this, 11 kilos in 12 weeks. So in that 4 weeks, that's when the magic happened. For me, it was my month 5 because of the damage I'd done. So it all depends on where your gut is at when you start this. It may take you 5 months, but do I care? Do I eck? Now I'm feeling the best I've ever felt. But the biggest thing is 100% maintain their muscle. So there was no muscle loss and 27% reduction in visceral fat. So this is what happened. They took back control, reduced their cravings, ate less at meals, chose smaller portions, and felt less hungry. That's what we all want. And then you just really, then you feel good, you start looking good, you're wearing things, and then you're like, you know what? I actually don't need that. I feel really good. I don't need to emotionally eat anymore. That's why we do. It's the blast. Bored, lonely, angry, stressed, or tired. That's why we overeat. Now you don't need to, because all of them things, when you're feeling good and you're exercising and you're feeling well, you don't need them. And here's a couple of before and afters that I want to share with you. There's Tyler, Marcy. I've met all these people. They're friends of mine. Incredible results. Dr. Ashley, her and her husband, it has blown me away. He lost 40 pounds in 90 days. And look at her. You can see it's all gut. Her whole gut just dropped within 60 days. Phenomenal. And now I'm going to get Karen to share her story, because Karen, I know that I met the lady on the left-hand side, but there was a lady before that. We should have had your pre-pre, like me. Your happy girl. Where was your happy girl when you were a PT?
Yeah, I was extremely happy. I was a qualified PT for over 10 years. I was 64 kilos of pure, I would say, muscle. I was super, super fit, training 2 hours every single day, and nothing bad was ever crossing my lips. So, while I did look great, it was a lot of work to maintain that, a lot of work. And it's not realistic. I would be so crazy. I would eat, I'd go weigh myself. It was ridiculous. Then, unfortunately, the girl on the left of me, menopause hit, job change, so
Stress.
not as active. I don't have 2 hours a day to exercise, and also a lot of grief. I lost my father, aunties, friends, and a friend's son all within a couple of months. So the cortisol levels were going up, the stress was going up, menopause was happening, and boom, I got to 87 kilos. And that
I
girl,
was 85. Like, it was like, who is this?
it's horrible because that girl on the left, she stopped living. There is no photos of me, none, apart from, you try and do those high ones.
Yes.
Yeah. So I have no photos with my grandkids, no photos with my kids, not living. Granny, you seen me on a cruise. I didn't even want to we dressed up that Gatsby night. I
Yeah.
came down for 5 minutes, was so deeply ashamed of how I looked that I went back to my room.
Oh, darling.
I couldn't believe I was a size 16. And I was like, even my kids were like, Mom, what's happening? I had the same things as you. I couldn't tie up my shoes, the hip pain, all that kind of stuff. And I was really, really miserable. And then this GLP-1 come in, and like, I love and trust this company. I found this company purely because I have also 3 autoimmune diseases, and I started on the NRF2 because they were going to amputate my middle finger due to
Oh,
having scleroderma. So that product had saved my finger. But when it came to the GLP-1 and being a personal trainer, all the things I was in my head, calories in, calories out, exercise, I was like, oh, I was a bit skeptical, even though I trusted the company. And the first 4 weeks, not much happened for me, not much. And then I actually ran out because they sold out. And then these photos are taken 8 weeks apart.
wow.
8 weeks apart. I feel like a completely different woman. I was at my daughter's fiance's 21st on the weekend. I'm in there with the photos and my boobs out, my legs out. And my kids are like, okay, Mum, calm down. You're 53.
I know, but it is. It's like, there's me again. There's
Yes,
me.
because no matter what age we are, no, we still we're humans. We want to be seen. We want to be spoken to. We want to be loved and cared for. And I know that my family still loved and cared for me, but I wasn't interacting with my family. My family, they said I was a completely different person. And then
So
I wouldn't go and exercise because, so there was no exercise here. I've now, kind of weird for an ex-PT, but I started to exercise once I lost the weight.
yes,
And it's
because you have
not,
the confidence.
yeah, and it's not 2 hours a day. I don't have 2 hours a day. I work full time. I do a 45-minute strong Pilates class
That's
3 to 4
me too.
times a week.
Seriously, girl, we're the exact same. I do Pilates 5 days a week, 45 minutes and a walk.
Yep.
And so I want to ask you, look, you said to me you're 53 years of age. I'm 56, but we both have very different, like I've been very lucky that I've been with my husband and we've had double income, we've had our own business, but that's brought its stress on. But you were a single mom. So,
Mm-hmm.
what has this industry done for you? Like, what is the job? Like, and I don't mean to sound rude and everything, but I know that when you take a job on, you have big responsibilities, but you're in like heading up support care or doing something with support.
So I'm a homeless outreach coordinator. Um,
Wow.
the homeless, we would all be aware of how many homeless people are in our
Yes.
communities. I have 29 staff. We see, look, 800 to 1,000 people within, 8 weeks. And
Wow.
unfortunately, one of the things that really scared me, having been a single mum who had her own business, I don't have superannuation because I could never afford it. Because when I started my gym, I had my own gym business. When I started that, you think, I'm going to make so much money. I've got my own business. Yeah, no, I was
Wow.
working 7 days a week, all hours, books have to be done. When you're a PT, people think you just go and train, you have to write out plans. So anyway, so I went into this homeless as a homeless coordinator, and yeah, the growing rate of homelessness is women 55 and over. And do you know why? Because they've been married,
Yes.
they haven't worked,
Yeah.
they have no superannuation, then they sell the house, the family sells the house 50-50 split. You can't get a house for 50-50 anymore. You're looking
No.
$800,000-$900,000. And I know for a fact in Perth, the average rental in Perth is $700 to $800 for a 2 to 3 bedroom a week.
No, a week. It's the same here on the Sunshine Coast. It's ridiculous. So I want to ask you because we did the math just now, and all you do, and I know you don't sell, you just talk to people, you show them your photos, you want people to feel as happy as you, and
Yeah.
you're passionate about people. You can hear it in your voice. You are not going to be like, this big gold digger. It's not your heart. You work with the homeless. That's what I love. This community attracts the most beautiful, incredible people that I get to be best friends with now. Like I think of the friends that I've met through this industry. But you said this month we reckon you're going to be number 2 in Australia for highest customer, because I reckon Kim Wagner will probably be first still, but
It's me.
highest
I beat her last
saving.
month.
Oh, did you? Whoa. Well, we reckon that you're going to have close on 6-figure income this month.
Yeah. And I wanted to see what I could do. Like, I do work 40 hours a week and I have my kids and I have my grandkids, but I've worked my entire life really hard as a single mum, 2 jobs, 3 jobs, just to keep a roof over their heads. Sometimes dad was there helping, other times dad didn't want to pay. It was wherever dad was at the time. So I really wanted to make sure my kids had, the roof over their head. And now this month I just went, I'm going to push it because I want to retire. I
Yes.
actually want to retire and travel. Um,
We're
and
both
wanted
in the same retirement groups. We laughed. I was in there saying, we're getting a motorhome and we're traveling around Europe because my husband's worked for 42 years, his own business. He's done. He is so tired. And I love this. I love this because I can do it in the crooks and cranny of my day and it's all tax deductible. I can go to Europe, be in a motorhome, travel around and
yeah.
claim it. Like, what industry does that? NCR teams. So I know you're on the same path. You're wanting to take off traveling, but still be connected to the community, still earn money, still not worry about money, and help people.
And still helping people. Like, honestly, that would be it is my passion. It's always been my calling. Every job I've ever had has been helping people. And this month, I really want to help my daughters. Might get a bit teary. I've never like had that spare money. So this month, if I hit what I hit, both of my kids get 5,000 each. So one cash, one to pay. My youngest just got engaged to a beautiful man, and her dad's not going to help pay for the engagement, so I can do that. And my oldest daughter, unfortunately, she's a single mum who started building a house 4 years ago that's just been built, and her mortgage is out of control. And I just want to go and dump 5,000 off her mortgage.
Well, I'm praying that that is going to happen, girl. And I am just so, look at the heart that this is what it enables you to be able to do, is help your family, give back and help. So this is the affiliate prices that, so Karen, we worked out that she has about 80 something customers. Now that's been over a few years, but I worked out that if you had one consultant and three customers and you brought them people in, I was showing the math last night, in a very short space of time, you're up at $1,000. Like, even if some people like brought in 14 customers on a healthy 14 friends to do the mind body with them, that's $1,000 that you earn straight up, or
Yeah.
the glow. So it's so easy to be able to earn this type of money.
And I guess, Grainne, the thing, we don't just earn that once. You keep
No,
getting
every
paid that.
month.
And then because people are getting results, they tell their friends, and then they tell their friends. I don't even know most of my customers anymore. It's
Wow.
referrals. I mean, I make sure I know them because
Yes.
you're not about selling, you're about helping someone achieve their health goal. But I don't even know them.
That's so amazing. I love it. So this may be not for you, but you may want to know about the products. Because I mean, listen to me and Karen, if you're menopausal or if you've got
Yeah,
that
get on
extra
it.
baby weight, why wouldn't you get on it? It's a 30-day money back guarantee. And the company have even done a promise that after 3 months, if you're not fully where you think you are, they're going to send you out a healthy glow, which is the collagen and Protandim, for free. It's worth like $340. Like, who does that? You can't go into Chemist Warehouse and say, I didn't like the side effects that this thing gave me. I'd like my money back. They'd laugh at you. Like, but that is how this company operates. And that's why we're still here. And that's why we're still excited about this company. So if you're interested in the affiliate program, you can get back to whoever recommended you to come on here. It literally is you having a website, having a QR code, and we have all the for you system now. You just share your code and you make commission, and you make it every single month. Or you might think, I'm ready to be coached. And look, anyone that's on here tonight, we all work together. We have a fantastic community, and we would love to invite you to be on here. But if you are in Auckland, Sydney, Rocky, Sunshine Coast, Melbourne, or Perth, starting next Sunday, Lisa Barnes, the formulator, the scientist, and our CEO is coming to some of the places, are coming out here. Why wouldn't you go and watch them and make up your own mind and ask questions? This will give you an opportunity to actually ask some questions and check it out. See what we're like. See, are we all like Karen and Grainne? We're all a bit cray-cray, but we have a lot of fun, and I'll be at a lot of the events. So I just want to say thank you, Karen. You teared me up then, and they weren't crocodile tears. And I just want to say thank you, everyone, so much for coming on, taking the time to be on here with us, and get back to the person that recommended you. And yeah, let's see if we can help you on your mind body weight management journey together. Thanks, everyone. Have a great evening.